Hey everybody, you want to know how I feel about grandparent estrangement when our sons and daughters keep our grandkids from us? Do you remember that movie, The Boy in the Plastic Bubble? John Travolta was the main star. He played this character by the name of, I think, Todd, but he had severe autoimmune deficiency, which meant he had to be kept in a literal bubble in his house because if he was exposed to germs and such, he was at risk of losing his life. So when our sons and daughters are keeping our grandchildren from us, it's really, really sad because they feel they're protecting their children from us as if we are a threat to their very existence. And what's really sad is our grandchildren are seeing the world through a certain lens, which is very blurred and very askewed. I don't know about you, but I feel blessed to have been given the opportunity to have been raised around grandparents who were not perfect. And I'll be honest with you, my dad was an alcoholic. When my oldest daughter was 4, actually, let me back up. My dad was so severe with his alcoholism that if he was sober for a couple of hours, he would go through withdrawals. They're called DTs, delirium tremors, or I think that's what they're called. But anyways, we were in the military, came home, my daughters were 3 and 4, and we decided to take my dad to the zoo. Went up in his apartment, and it was a mess, and had him sober for just a number of hours. We got him home, and he went upstairs, and I followed him up, and he started to go through the shakes. It was pretty bad. And then on my then husband's side, his mom was an alcoholic. You know, my children were around a variety of people. Why? Because you take the good, you take the bad. You take them both, and then you have the facts of life. And so when our sons and daughters keep our grandkids from us because we were terrible people, when in fact we weren't. Like I said in the previous video, a lot of us watched our P's and Q's. A lot of us were productive citizens, contributed, worked, raised our kids. Didn't drink, didn't smoke, didn't do drugs. I've never been in trouble with the law, and don't get me wrong, I've had a speeding ticket here or there. But other than that, I've never been arrested. You couldn't look on CCAP and find anything about me except divorce. Lost my house way back when, in 2010, I think. Prior to that, I had a bankruptcy because I got divorced, and it was a rough time, you know. But our sons and daughters just think they're doing something really, really good. And it comes down to the fact that they either really dislike their kids, think they're doing a really good job, or that in the long run, they're not allowing them to be around people who are not just like them. And how sad is that when these children, these babies, can't be around their loving grandparents because their mom or dad has a dispute with their grandma or grandpa, and they just can't let it go because they think their way is the right way. And the only ones really suffering truly are these children. These poor innocent children who didn't ask for this. They didn't ask to be put in the middle. But if they had a decision and a guardian ad litem was involved, and the judge sat down with these babies and said, "Do you want to see your grandma and grandpa?" They'd say, "Sure as heck do." Why? Because I love them. Because the problem my mom has with her mom, she's dragged me into the middle of it, and I'm 1, 5, 10 years old. I didn't ask for this. All I want to do is sit in my grandma or grandpa's lap and read a book, hang out with them, eat ice cream, learn about my family history, make memories. So, anyways, they can't keep them in a bubble forever, because someday they're going to find us through these DNA and me, the 23andMe's. They'll find us, and they'll come back. Or they'll meet us for the first time and realize we're kind of cool. And that's all there is to it. So that's all I've got, and I will be back.